You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Hello, welcome back to the channel, it's JPA here. In today's video I'm going to be discussing Rangers versus Bayer Leverkusen in the Europa League. Providing that it does go ahead, that is. More than that in a little bit. I'll just get straight into this video, guys. So yeah, Rangers versus Bayer Leverkusen tonight. There's a lot of confusion over this. I have still not had any confirmation that it's been cancelled. Obviously there's a lot of risk with this coronavirus going around. There's talk of the game being cancelled altogether. As far as I'm aware, at the time of recording this video, it's still going ahead. So I'll just get straight into the nitty gritty of breaking down Bayer Leverkusen at first. So Leverkusen, if you look at them, they're sitting fourth in the league, which doesn't sound that great, but you consider the standard of the league they're in and the standard of the teams that are in that league. The three teams in front of them are obviously Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund and RB Leipzig, who are just outstanding teams. So it just shows the level competing at. Now they're in the middle of a 9-game unbeaten run, which includes 8 wins in that time. They've beaten Porto in the last round, which obviously we beat Porto, but they've done it in a bit of style. I think they won like the 2-1 and 3-1, which is very, very impressive. They're very quick attacking. They've got usually play with 3 forwards and they all kind of interchange with each other. They don't stick to the same position all the time. You'll see one on the left, one on the right, and they'll just completely switch over. And same with the one in the middle, and they'll just kind of move and drag defenders all over the place, kind of thing. Very dangerous team. Kai Havertz is obviously their main young prodigy that they've got there. Very good player. Leon Bailey is another one, very, very quick and skillful. At the back they've got a guy called Jonathan Tah, very, very strong. They've also got Sven Bender as a big centre half as well. He's actually out for the game, so he'll not play, which is really good news for us. And yeah, they've got a lot of pace down their wings. If it's not the wingers attacking, it's fullbacks. Quite like Braga, they play a high line, which is probably good news for us. But it does mean they're going to contain us and push us right the way back. So we're going to have to be wary of that. It'll probably be a defensive job for us tonight. In terms of Rangers, Tavernier is a doubt for the game. Gerrard's given him to the last very possible moment to see if he can make it. Obviously, if that's the case and Tavernier's not playing, we've got the choice of Matt Polster, Patterson and obviously Flanagan. Flanagan wasn't really mentioned in the presser, so I'd imagine it's just between Patterson and Polster. I'd imagine if it were me, I'd be putting Polster in there. For me, if he's not going to play Kevin Patterson against St Mirren, when we had the chance to play him, then he's not going to chance him in a big, massive game like this. So in my opinion, if Tavernier doesn't make the game, then Polster will be at right back. That's my opinion. Moving on to midfield, Arfield has been available for this game, but unfortunately Ryan Jack isn't going to make it. That's a bit disappointing not to have Jack in there. I'd imagine that Davis will come in and cover that position. But Arfield is a big bonus in my opinion. The big super Swede Hollander is back in training, but unfortunately he's not going to make it for this game. And Jermaine Defoe is still a couple of weeks out, so he's not going to make it either. With Defoe being out, obviously that gives you 2 strikers options up front. You've obviously got Morelos or Canberra. Now here's a question: who would you play? Would you play them both, or would you play one of them? In my opinion, it's got to be Morelos that plays. He's not been that great. His form hasn't been the best recently, but he's still got those. Now obviously Morelos' form hasn't been that brilliant recently, but he's still got those 14 goals overall in Europe, including obviously the qualifiers. He's still joint top goal scorer with 6 goals in the competition, which shows you just how good he is. I know he's, as I said, no fire on all cylinders, but if this is a game to spark him back in life, then I really hope that does that. And again, he's got a big presence up front as well, who can kind of bully defenders. It's going to be a big battle between him and Jonathan Tah. I'd imagine they're both very physical players. Canberra, on the other hand, gives you something a little bit different. Hopefully if he plays that he adheres to the offside rule. The amount of times he got caught offside against Braga was ridiculous. But I think that's maybe just because they had such a high line that he just maybe wasn't used to playing that way. But he'll bring us something different. As I say, in my opinion, I would give it to Morelos, but Gamberi is a little bit more on form right now, so you could be leaning towards him. And that's pretty much it for breaking the teams down. I just need to give you my prediction now. Now obviously we haven't been particularly good in the league in the last few weeks, but in Europe we've kind of stepped up that a little bit, and I'm going to go for a positive result. Rangers 2, Bayer Leverkusen 2. Now I think they will draw, I think they will score. I'm not naive enough to think that they're not going to score. They're a very, very good team, but I think with this high line we can hit them on the break with the likes of Kent, possibly Ojo if he comes in. I know a lot of people don't really like Ojo, but he has got a lot of pace and he can maybe get in behind. In terms of goal scorers, I'm going to go for Ryan Kent and Joe Aribo. Ryan Kent also scored in the last round against Braga. Scored at the weekend there, and he's building his confidence back up again. Aribo seems to arrive in his big games, so I'd imagine that he would score. I know Morelos I've tipped to have a good game, but I think he'll just kind of create problems for everybody else and free up space for the likes of Kent, Aribo, Hadji in midfield. I hope Hadji's playing actually, because he's the one that can provide this long passes over the top like he did against Braga. And that's the video done, guys. I'll try and get this uploaded as soon as I can, so hopefully I can get it done up and ready before the game starts. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I know I've made a lot of mistakes in this video. I'm trying to just do it as quickly as possible. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.